Okay, so I'm here to do another tag for you guys. This is a lot of fun, and I pulled up a tag. It's called the Throwback tag. I don't know what any of these questions are. I haven't even looked at it, but I need a video for Vlogmas, and this is the easy thing for me to do in the craziness of the holidays right now. So anyways, here we go. So the first question is, what year were you born in? I was born in 1993. Do you have any pictures of yourself from when you were younger? If you do, show them. Oh no. Okay, so I guess I'll start looking for those and I'll show you guys. But what TV show? What is it? What TV shows did you grow up watching? Oh my gosh, there's so many. I distinctly remember my very first favorite TV show was what's it called? Gullah Gullah Island. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. I grew up with the Rugrats. What else? This was later on, but That's So Raven was one of my favorite shows. Rocket Power, Pokemon. I was actually really into Pokemon because of my brother, surprisingly. What else? Digimon. We kind of watched that sometimes, but it was only when Pokemon wasn't on, and it wasn't the best. I'm pretty sure you guys can agree with me on that. Oh, here I found a photo. So this is for the last question. This is me and my brother. Can you guys see it when I was younger? Aww, I have a big afro. My grandma used to curl my hair until it was big and poofy. My hair is wavy, but it wasn't ever that curly. All that, oh my gosh, all that, the Keenan and Kel show. What else did I grow up with? I know there was a bunch of cartoons. Full House, Fresh Prince, Doug. We used to watch Doug. I'm looking at a list of 90s shows right now just so I can remember. Sister, Sister. I totally forgot about that show. Oh my god. Sister, Sister. Hey Arnold. I used to love Hey Arnold. Oh my god, Roseanne. I remember I used to watch, I forgot what the nighttime Nickelodeon network or programming was called, but every time Roseanne would go on, I'd be pissed because I hated that show. Rocko's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy, the Animaniacs. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting so excited right now. I want to go back and watch all of these. The Wild Thornberrys. I was always so jealous of her. I wanted to hug all the animals. How could I forget SpongeBob? SpongeBob was one of my absolute favorite shows growing up. It still is, actually. I still sometimes make references to it. Chris has no idea what I'm talking about. And I don't understand. He said he never watched the Rugrats. I mean, SpongeBob. I don't know. I don't know. He could never have watched SpongeBob. It's one of the best shows. All right, let's get back to the questions. I'm what did you want to be when you grew up, and do you still want to be that? So I wanted to be so many different things growing up, but I remember the very first thing that I dreamt about being was a singer. I was really into Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, whatever, and I thought that I could make it like they did, so I thought I could sing, and I would sing all the time with my cousin. I just remember one time I was singing in my bedroom, and my brother, I closed the questions. My brother was like, he came into my room annoyed and angry. He's older than me, and I don't know, maybe he was doing homework or something, I have no idea. But he came into my room, and he was like, you can never be a singer, stop singing, you're so bad. So yeah, that happened. And then I wanted to be a veterinarian. I actually wanted to be a veterinarian. Then I was going to go to school for it, but I ended up changing my major. Then I wanted to be a nurse, and now I want to be a nutritionist or a dietitian or health coach. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do, but I'm set on that, and it can't change anymore. It's too late now. Show a video of yourself when you were younger. I don't have any videos. We have them all on VHS style tape recorder or video camera videos, so there's no way I can get to those. I don't know if there's any on YouTube or anything. I have no clue. What were your favorite toys to play with? Actually, my cousin Shayna and she used to live next door. She would come over every day. We had a collection of Barbies. It was just a big, imagine one of those big JanSport backpacks just packed with Barbies. We had everything. We had every single Barbie. We had all these outfits. We had one Ken doll too. We had a car. I think we had a house. So that was one of my absolute favorite things to play with. And we also had a little, it was a little car. You would in order to make it move, was like Flintstones. All right, so Chris just called and interrupted our little talk here. What was I even talking about? Oh, what were my favorite toys to play with? Okay, so that little bus thing. It was a bus, and it was like Flintstone style. You move your feet. What else? We had a Barbie Jeep. That was also one of my favorite toys to play with. And Legos. My brother had so many Legos, and I would play with them when he wasn't looking. But when he was playing with them, I wasn't allowed to play with them. That wasn't nice. Okay. What was the most embarrassing thing that you can remember doing? Okay, so I was 6 years old, and this was embarrassing for me at 6 years old. I was at ballet practice. Well, it was, I don't know if it was, yeah, it was practice. And at the end of every practice, we would do a performance of what we learned that day for our parents, like when they would get there to pick us up. So it was basically the last 5 minutes of class. But right before the performance, I told my teacher, I remember all of this happening. I told her, I really have to pee, I have to go pee. And she told me, right after you do this, you can go pee, because I guess time was running out and like the next class was coming and they didn't want it to overlap, whatever. So that, I was like, okay, I can hold it. So we're all like going in, we're going one by one in a line. I don't know, we're doing some routine thing. And we're going in. And then I remember on my way in onto the stage, I'm sorry for TMI, but I was just peeing. Like, it was just flowing out of me, and I was going, and I was just so sad, and there's just like a trail, like a little puddle, and they stopped the performance, obviously. They cleaned it up, and I just ran to the restroom crying. Yeah, that was the embarrassing thing but for the first embarrassing thing I remember. Read something you wrote when you were in kindergarten. I wish I would have looked at these questions before, but I have no idea. My mom has a letter upstairs. I guess I'll go run and get it. Hold on. I don't know. I think I was probably 5 years old. I'll go run and get it. Alright, so I was able to pull one up, and I also got photos of myself when I was little. I found them in my mom's room. This is hilarious. I found 2 letters. One of them says, "Dear Mommy, I love you. You are the best mom ever in the whole world." Whole with no W. "For your birthday, you are going to be happy." You're going to be happy. You have no choice. "Love, Princess Jasmine." Aww. I probably was not 5 when I wrote this. I could barely even write. I don't know. Or, yeah, I was 5 in kindergarten. This one's, "Dear Mom and Dad, Daddy, can you bring me to Amanda's house tonight? Mommy, next week, can we use Christian's cookbook? Love, Princess Jasmine." I guess I was Princess Jasmine. I still am. And then these are just a few photos I found. So this is me, my brother, my mom on Easter. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. And then I have these photos my mom just made a photocopy of. We're at Disneyland. We're wearing matching overalls. Oh, this one is my when I was a baby. And then this is another one from when I was a baby. I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, there you go. Aww. What's this? This is my mom and I in the snow. That's me on the same day. And this is me and my cousin JP at Disneyland. My cousin JP and I, sorry. And then lastly, this is my favorite. This is my brother and I. Aww. Oh my gosh. I want to hang this in my room. I don't know why I put it in hers. Alright, so I guess I covered both of those questions. 3 songs you love to listen to as a child. Britney Spears, Everything. What's that song by the Spice Girls? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, that song was one of my favorites. NSYNC, Bye Bye Bye. Britney Spears, Lucky. Oops, I Did It Again. Baby One More Time. S Club 7. Oh my gosh. S Club 7. I don't even remember what the song name was. Ain't no party like a Nest Club party. If any of you guys know what that is, that song. What was one funny thing you dressed up as for Halloween when you were younger? Funny thing. I'm not sure if it was my brother. I think it was my brother who's the bunny. I don't know if I was anything funny for Halloween growing up. I was Mulan in kindergarten. Before that, I don't really remember I don't have memories of those, and there's probably photos, but it's like blanked in my mind right now. Okay, next. Tell a funny story of something you remember happening when you were young. I think I'm gonna have to think about this one. I could definitely ask my cousin Shana. She has a better memory than me, and Okay, I keep leaving, but I'm back now. My cousin lives with us, so it's easy to ask her. There's this one time where we were in my parents and I used to share a room. My brother and I had a bunk bed, and they had I think like queen size bed in the room. Anyway, so we were in the room, and it was my cousin Shayna, my brother, and I. And my brother was just in there. I think he was playing with his Legos or Transformers. He was playing with his Transformers. And my cousin Shayna and I were just playing in the room, and we ended up closing the door. But we were still so little. We were probably 4 years old. And we didn't understand the concept of turning the lock on the key from this way. From locked to unlock, if that makes sense. We just knew how to turn the doorknob. So the door was locked, and we just started screaming. We were trying to figure out, we thought it was the end of the world. We could not get out of the room. We couldn't open the door. And our babysitter, our nanai, she was outside. She was trying to open the door. And the whole time, my brother was in the room with us. The whole time. And he was so annoyed of us that he wouldn't open the door. And our hands were all sweaty. We couldn't figure out. We were just crying. And I think we were stuck in there for a good 15 minutes. Yeah, look, at the moment it was not funny, but looking back at it, it's hilarious. And my brother was so mean. Are there any special things you've kept from when you were a child? It's actually in the garage, but and I'm not about to get up and go get something again. But I grew up with a giant Winnie the Pooh doll. I used to sleep with it. It was always in my bed, and I'm not sure how old I was when my parents got it for me. I feel like I was around 4 or 5 years old. But that's something that I have kept since then, and I don't want to give it away. It brings back really good memories, and I don't know. I love it. I love Pooh Bear. Next one. This is number 13. I haven't even been telling you guys the numbers, so I don't know why I'm telling you. What was something weird you used to do as a child? What was something weird? Ooh, that was a weird face. I don't really know. I didn't do anything weird as a child. I'm just kidding. I think one of the things is I had an imaginary friend. Shayna and I, we both had 2 imaginary friends, Kelly and I think Crystal. But I don't think that's weird. I think that a lot of kids growing up have imaginary friends. What was the scariest thing you remember that happened to you when you were younger? My uncle, he used to live with us, my Uncle Jim, and it wasn't something eerie. It was just scary, as in, I guess, shocking to us. We walked into his room one day. He called us in. We walked in, and he put on he has a Ronald Reagan mask. I think he was him for Halloween, and it was just so ugly, and that was definitely terrifying. So that was one of the scariest things that I remember happening to me. Okay, and the last thing is, how is the world now different from how it was like when you were a child? So when we were a child, obviously, I feel like everyone's gonna have that sort of view on the world, that nothing can go wrong. Your parents are always right. My mom is always right, even now. So I guess that hasn't changed. But yeah, I guess we have a different perspective on things in regards to all the responsibilities that I now have, and that I will have in the future. I didn't really look too far in the future as a kid. I just thought that I would find my way, I'd have a family, be happy, and kind of just like have a house and not even really have to work that hard to get it and all that. But now I definitely have a better understanding of the fact that I need to work for everything I want, and I don't need as much as I thought I would have wanted when I was younger. I kind of looked at the future as, a goal is to get a big house. A goal is to have a good car, have a lot of friends, have a lot of possessions, and that has changed. I don't need much. I don't want all of those things to crowd my life and my future. So that's how things are different too. Yeah, I guess that's how they're different when I was a child. My whole world when I was growing up was just my school, and then when I'd go home with my family afterwards. But I now have gotten to explore a lot of more of Los Angeles, and I guess I'm a part of a larger community than I was when I was younger too. So that's also a different change. And those are all the 15 questions. I hope that was interesting. Again, I keep saying that after all these tags, but that was a lot of fun. I really liked sharing all the photos with you guys, and I'm about to go look at some more. My mom actually pulled up some albums from when we were younger. We used to always look at them a couple of times a year, and the other day I came home from the vegan potluck, and she was just sitting on the floor in front of the fireplace looking at photos, and she was like, oh my gosh, she was probably crying, reminiscing. But yeah, if you guys like this video, let me know in the comments below if you like this kind of thing. I like talking to you guys and sharing about myself, and I definitely want to do more tags. There's so many. I found a website that's a list of different YouTube tags, and if you just Google tag on YouTube, you can find so many questions. So give this video a like if you like it, comment below, subscribe, yada yada yada, and I'll see you guys next time.